ST brand. It stands for Sport Tuned. You're probably most familiar with the Fiesta and Focus ST. The hot hatches had a nice cult following because they're a blend of performance, affordability, really tossable cars, great for autocrossing, great fuel mileage for a commuter, and balanced with some performance. But sadly, as you know, Ford has pretty much transitioned away from cars in North America, with the exception of our beloved Mustang. So that means that a lot of the branding and tuning has moved over to trucks and SUVs. Case in point is this 2020 Edge ST. Now, I haven't driven one of these since I drove one at the media launch, and I quite enjoyed it out there on some curvy roads and on an autocross. But it's been quite a while, and now I've had the opportunity to drive it for almost a week. Got to give it back in a couple days, but in day-to-day life, and it's kind of great for that, because in my household, Focus and Mustang are mine, a couple Mustangs, and they're not always the most practical. So a traditional Edge is the workhorse family vehicle for vacations and grocery store runs and that sort of thing. This one's quite a leap from that basic Edge. That car's fine for your everyday stuff, but it doesn't really offer a lot of fun to drive features, and the ST does just that with its 2.7 liter EcoBoost under the hood, 8-speed automatic transmission, a tuned suspension. This one has the performance brake upgrade, which gets you 21-inch wheels and summer tires, and of course a little bit better brake. So this is pretty much the highest performance level you can get in the Edge ST, and I just had to use the brakes there because I'm busy talking. But anyway, the brakes work quite well, and that's good because this car's SUV obviously carries quite a bit more weight than something like a Focus ST. So when you're starting to throw it around at high speed, you really want some better braking. But as you'll see, we'll drive it a little more aggressively and see what it's all about. But first, let's check out some of the features. Today we're checking out the 2020 Edge ST. Now, this is obviously the high performance version of the Ford Edge, ST Sport Tuned. So this vehicle has a 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6 paired with an 8-speed automatic. So the engine puts down 335 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque from this twin turbo EcoBoost 2.7 liter engine. And the 8-speed automatic pairs nicely with it, keeps it in the power band pretty well. Works especially well when you click it into sport and you manually shift with the paddle shifters. You can really wring it out and get the most performance out of this engine. Alright, let's go from a standing start. Hear what that exhaust sounds like.